between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down, it's Henderson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. All day. Go. Check. 2 6.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
59. Mike, the 59. I got you. Tighten up. Hatchet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check. Fresno.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
15 on it. Here we go. Check. Alert flare. Kill.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. That one 28 yards on the ground. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
20.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
50 goes to 180.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. 6-1. And squeeze. Long day. That's going to be a long echo. Check 3. 59. Go. Check. 59. Don't get it.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Back. Check the backer. Check 4. Switch it. Switch it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Now they try the right side here. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Marr is good. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 58, come on. I got you.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Mike, 58, right there. Get that quarterback at all costs. 22, check, cover. 22.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 52 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
This stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike, check, 59. Check, nickel.
Murray now on 1st down. Incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move, 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker Jordan Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big series right here. We got to step it out. Check hot route. Hot. Kill.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Hey! Safety's creeping. Check 37. Check Dogo. Check safety.
On 3rd down, Murray. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
180. You better be afraid of me.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Henderson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his target, Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 3. You go tight. You got tight right there. 58, right over there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You will.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they try the right side here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make back home.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Jets, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.